Police officers, what's the most insane thing you've witnessed on the job? I've been working in law enforcement for over 10 years, and we had two high-profile inmates in separate wings. Both were being held as murder suspects. One was a man accused of killing his business partner in cold blood. The other was a woman suspected of poisoning her boyfriend. Needless to say, both were being kept in isolation pending trial. Their cells weren't even on the same floor, but they shared an interconnected ventilation system. One day I was doing my rounds when one of the guards mentioned that the female inmate, Laura, had been acting strange. She was nauseous, drained, and just off. At first we thought it was just stress, but after a mandatory health check the nurse came back with the news that Laura was pregnant. Now if you've ever worked in corrections you'll know what a bombshell that is. Pregnancies are rare, and when they happen there's usually an obvious answer. A conjugal visit gone rogue or, unfortunately, misconduct by staff. But Laura had been in solitary the entire time she'd been here. No visitors, no contact. At first Laura refused to talk. She just kept this weird, smug smile on her face. But after some pressure she spilled the story, and it was so wild I almost didn't believe it. Apparently she and the male inmate Jimmy had been passing notes through the air vents for weeks, maybe months. They used makeshift lines made from strips of bedding and toothpaste caps, weighted down with whatever small objects they could find. They developed some sort of twisted connection this way. But it didn't stop there. At some point Jimmy came up with the idea to donate his semen through the vent system. I'll spare you the graphic details, but let's just say he used a plastic bag in careful timing to collect and transport the sperm through the vent system. Laura then used a yeast infection applicator to inseminate herself. Against all odds it worked. When this came to light the whole facility went into chaos. Medical staff couldn't believe it was biologically possible. The warden was furious. Every guard was under suspicion, even though the timeline and physical evidence cleared us. What's even more surprising is the baby was born healthy. A perfect little girl. Both inmates are still awaiting trial, and the child has been placed with a foster family.